Hi everybody, it's Celeste in Venice. This is a really weird time to be posting social media in light of coronavirus, and I don't know, I didn't know the right thing to do. I thought that maybe I shouldn't post something, and then I thought that with all of the social distancing and the varying levels of anxiety that everyone I'm sure is experiencing worldwide, that what better of a time to come together in ways that we can, which is virtually right now, and still show up and support each other, because life is still going on and your hair is still growing, and you might just need some comic relief or some distraction from the real world situation we're under right now. So here I am posting my video as promised. And just before I get into the hair stuff, I hope that everyone's taking care of themselves. I'm thinking about all of you, and I hope you're washing your hands and social distancing and doing everything you can to be safe and healthy with your families. So that said, this is my 16th month of my gray hair transition. I'm fully transitioned. For those of you that are just joining in, 15 months last month, February 13th, was the first day that I transitioned with colorist Jack Martin. My hair was about to here, at the longest point, and then in places it was this long. 15 months of grow out for natural gray hair transition, and then I went to Jack Martin and he dyed from here down essentially to match my root pattern. It was extremely successful. I was extremely happy with it then, and I am so happy with it still. I just toned my hair. And so first things first, I love the transition. I'm so happy. Anyone that can't afford or has no interest in going to a color stylist and, spending hours or, hundreds of dollars or whatever, just know, first of all, that if you can make it through, which I almost didn't so many times, it's such a hard process, but if you can make it through, I'm living testament and proof that it is worth it. There were so many times where people would say, oh, well, maybe when it grows out, you'll think that you don't like it, and then you can just dye your hair back, because there's always the supporters that want what's best for you, which is really to dye your hair. But at the end of the day, once I transitioned, it was so satisfying and gratifying to know that I knew what I wanted and I knew that it would look good. And you know what? I'm really happy, and I think it looks fantastic, and I can't imagine having any other color than my natural color now. That's not for everyone. And to be fair, I almost dyed my hair 5 times for real, and then every month I would, go back and forth with varying levels of insecurity, and it was a really hard process. But I can tell you that for me, if you guys are struggling, just keep it up. On a light note, right now, with all of this quarantine and staying home, I don't mean to make jokes, but it's never been a better time to let your gray grow out, because nobody is going to go to the hair salon and get their hair done at a crazy time like this. And believe me, when I was doing my roots, I would be panicking right now, thinking that my gray hair was going to show up and what would I do? And I don't know if box dye is flying off the shelves. It's just something that I've been thinking about. But all of you ladies transitioning right now, I'm sure you'll agree that it is kind of a relief to know that you don't have to think about getting your hair done right now. So back to the actual dyeing process. It was great with him. The month has been amazing. I've toned my hair 2 times. So I think it's averaging every 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, where I feel like I need to tone. But I think this last time I could have gone longer. I didn't blow dry my hair as much. I've only been washing my hair, or trying to, once a week with cold water. I have a whole process, which I'll share with you in a minute. And I don't mind it. I think the 30 minutes of toner that it takes to keep up the gray when it needs it is totally worth it, and it is nothing compared to 2.5 hours in a salon chair every 2.5 weeks, and the anxiety of seeing roots come in. It's nothing compared to that. So I can tell you guys that I am happy and I think that it was worth it. And here it is. I mean, for those of you who have been following, it's a lot darker right now because once you tone, it does darken it a little bit. And he gave me this product from Wella that like takes out the red, and I used just half of a cap in the toner. So it darkened all of my hair a little bit, but this color fades rather quickly, but it doesn't fade back to like any sort of staining. It takes a full 2.5, 3 weeks to like go back to any place where I think, oh, maybe like it's looking a little faded. It's great. So that's it. I'm not regretting it. I think it was worth it. I'm really happy. My hair is still healthy. Let me get into the process now because it's very much a high maintenance experience on one hand and less on the other because I'm not dyeing it every 2.5 weeks. But so I am washing with purple shampoo every week. Then I either do an Olaplex treatment or a deep conditioning treatment. And that's, and then every other week, I won't use a toner, and then every 2 weeks I will. Is that making any sense? So basically, I'm toning my hair every 2 weeks, and every week I'm using purple shampoo, and every week I'm deciding whether or not I need some sort of Olaplex or deep conditioning treatment on top of that whole process. And my hair has been really, really like keeping up really well with like, it's not dry. It's not any more dry than it was. So I think that's all I have to say. I hope that you guys are doing well. I really, really am sending all of my love to all of you and everyone who's even not watching this. I think that the more we spread love collectively in our thoughts and our prayers and our energy, it cannot do any harm. Like, let's just spread it out there. So like every day I'm thinking of the people I love. I'm thinking of the people I feel connected to, which is you guys. I'm thinking of my community, and I'm praying, and I'm thinking good vibes and good thoughts for them. And let's all do it together, and let's see where we are at the end of all of this. I have a lot of faith that things will be okay. So that's all. That's it. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.